Alright, now we have got our magic loop and we have our first single crochet on our magic loop. Now what we want to do is to get back into crocheting position. For that, now let's grab our hook and put it inside of the loop. Now to tighten the loop, we simply need to pull on the yarn connected to our yarn ball. Then we want to make sure that the loop is a good size and that our hook can easily go through the loop. All right, then let's get into position. Remember to hold the magic loop along with the yarn tail part with your thumb and middle finger. Now insert your hook in the same spot as before and push it off to the left. It should look like you have 3 strands of yarn on your hook. Now yarn over, bring the yarn back under the loop and the yarn tail, so you've got 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again and pull it through both loops on the hook. Great job! That's your second single crochet stitch. Let's pause for a moment and add another stitch marker under the second single crochet stitch. Typically, we only mark the first stitch of every round, but for your convenience and to just help us identify stitches for the next round so much easier, we will use stitch markers for the first 3 stitches. Now to complete the rest of the stitches in the magic loop, keep doing the exact same thing. You're adding stitches to the left of the previous stitches. Alright, let's pause for a moment and mark our third single crochet with a stitch marker. And this will be the last stitch that we mark for this round. Now that we have made 3 single crochet stitches and we have 3 stitch markers under each stitch, we have just 3 more to go. And now that you know how to make a single crochet stitch into a magic loop, I will speed through the process and you just follow along to make your stitches. Now that we have made 6 single crochets, we want to take our hook out to count our stitches. But before we do that, we want to pull our hook away from us to make the loop much larger to make sure that our stitches will not accidentally unravel. It's a good practice to do every single time that you take your hook out of your piece. Now let's count our stitches. It's important to remember that we never count the hoop that our yarn hook came out of. Instead, we want to identify the first V-shaped stitch that hoop is coming out of, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have total of 6 stitches, which is the correct amount of stitches. The reason why we want to count our stitches is to make sure that we have the correct amount and we did not make any mistakes. To turn this piece into what looks like a circle of stitches, Just grip some of the stitches on your right side with your right hand, and then with your left hand, hold onto the yarn tail. Now pull them in opposite directions, and here is when you'll see the magic happen. You might need to give it a good tug to close up any hole in the middle. Congratulations, you now have a magic loop with 6 single crochet stitches. If you do not get magic loop right away, do not get disappointed. Most people need practice more than once to get it right. So keep practicing and you'll eventually get it.